Welcome back to Nutritional channel. On this channel, we advocate for healthy living, healthy lifestyle, longevity, a ketogenic diet, fasting, both full fasting and intermittent fasting, and detoxification of your body, mind, and soul. And of course, general happiness. Because if you're eating well and you're looking good and you love the way you look, you're generally going to be happier, right? Yeah, you're going to be happier. That's just how it is. So if this is your first time with us, thank you for watching this video, and please hit the subscribe button. Thank you. And hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time we post a new video and every time I go live. All right? And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. If you keep watching us and you have subscribed, please do. If you're returning to our channel, welcome back. It's great to have you here. Great to be back. And yeah, welcome. Generally welcome. So today we're going to be talking about a vegetable that was termed the drug of the poor back in the Middle Ages. The drug of the poor, all right? So we'll get into that in a moment. But a little bit about me. I want to let you all know, if it is your first time here, that Nutrition Lawyer is actually a lawyer, a licensed attorney who actually practices law, not in the field of nutrition, but definitely practicing law. And I am now a certified in nutrition science. So I actually got my certificate in nutrition science from Stanford University. So I'm very excited about that. And I practice nutrition, and I advise others as well to practice good nutritional health, because really and truly, if we're unhealthy and we're diseased, we're just barely existing and we're not truly living, right? And we want to live a long time, but we don't want to live a long time being incapacitated, so lying in bed or on our knees and we can't do anything, right? So we want to make sure that we have longevity and happiness, and we're healthy, we're upright. You can be upright at 110 years old, right? So that is our aim for this channel. And so we give you tips, we give you information on great health benefits, and of course there are demonstrations as well from myself on good food to eat and how you can eat well and lose weight and feel great and have, just generally good overall health, not just physically, but mentally as well and emotionally. Okay, so with that being said, let's get into the drug of the poor. This is the drug of the poor. This was called the drug of the poor in the Middle Ages. It is cabbage. So we have the green cabbage and we have our red cabbage. I love both. All right, so let's get into the benefits of cabbage. Cabbage is a cruciferous vegetable, and it is one of those vegetables that is so rich in nutrients and absolutely fantastic for our bodies. Fantastic for our bodies, okay? So one of the benefits of cabbage, actually a major benefit of cabbage that people don't even know about, is that it's actually very rich in vitamin C. So vitamin C helps to boost and build our immune system, right? This is what keeps us strong and healthy, not to actually get sick, not to get certain viruses. And if we do get viruses, to be able to fight those off pretty quickly. Okay, so that's why folks are drinking orange juice and lemon juice to get vitamin C, but they don't know that you can get this from cabbage. All right, so a half a cup of cooked cabbage can give you 1/3 of the vitamin C that you need each day. So you can double up that, all right, and you can get your vitamin C. Okay, it improves your digestion. So it has a lot of fiber in it, and so with that fiber and that water content, it helps prevent constipation, and it gives you a healthy digestive tract. So we want to make sure that whatever we consume, we can expel, right? And in order to do that, you need to eat foods that are rich in fiber, okay? And cabbage is one of those things, okay? It's really wonderful for your gut. Your gut health is incredibly important. Cabbage helps us to lose weight. So, and if you've already lost the weight that you want, it helps you to maintain that weight loss, right? So eating cabbage does not cause you to gain weight, which is a plus, okay? So because it's rich in fiber and it's rich in all these nutrients, it's really wonderful to add to your regimen if you want to lose weight. And of course, in general, if you just want to be healthy, it's wonderful to add to that, okay? Now, you're probably wondering why cabbage was called the poor man's drug, right? In the Middle Ages. And it's because cabbage is very inexpensive. Cabbage is cheap. It's probably one of the cheapest vegetables that you can buy. And so back in those days, those very unhealthy rich people who were eating all that meat and dying early, okay? They were teasing the poor because the poor was eating a lot of cabbage because that's what they could afford. But it actually, I say it's the last laugh of the poor, right? Because the poor folks were living longer because they're eating better, actually, because they were eating veggies, okay? All right, the next thing that cabbage does is that it lowers your cholesterol, okay? So, and it lowers the bad cholesterol. So we have good cholesterol, the HDL, high cholesterol, and then we have the low one, which is LDL. It improves your HDL, okay? The fiber and nutrients in it really helps your intestines with digestion and passing what it needs to pass out and excrete what it needs to excrete. And so eating it gives you more cholesterol lowering power. Another fantastic benefit of cabbage is that it helps us to fight cancer. Now, I don't know if most people know this, but we all have cancer cells in our bodies. Everybody does, okay? And the issue is whether or not it gets to the point where it can cause us harm, right? So it's lying dormant, and then it can get activated by various things that we put in our bodies, including chemicals that we put in our bodies that we don't even know about, exposure to certain toxic things in the air, as well as our nutrition, right? And so it's been studied for years that the consumption of cruciferous vegetables, which cabbage is a member of that family, is associated with lower cancer risk, okay? It has certain compounds in it that helps to fight cancer, to prevent cancer, and actually, if you do already have cancer, it helps to slow the formation of those cancerous cells and may even kill cancerous cells that are already formed, okay? So cabbage is a fantastic vegetable to make sure that you have on hand, okay? I always make sure I have cabbage. I've been ketogenic for 3 years, so cabbage is one of my go-tos, but I just always loved it anyways. I've always loved it anyways. But there are veggies that I loved that I've cut out because it actually causes me to either be bloated or my stomach to extend a lot, or it actually is just not good for me. So even though I loved it, it didn't love me back. And I'm one of those people that I'm very practical. If something doesn't love me back, I just leave it alone. If it doesn't love you back, leave it alone. Find things that love you back, right? Cabbage loves me back, so I have my cabbage. All right, another wonderful benefit of cabbage is that it reduces inflammation. Now, if you've watched any of my other videos, you will know that I've spoken about inflammation a lot. Inflammation is the foundation of disease. That's how it causes disease, right? So if we're eating food or drinking things that are toxic to our systems and causes inflammation, then we're basically building disease, right? So each time you're eating something, I'm not saying be paranoid, but I'm very cognizant. I'm very much aware of the fact that what I could be consuming either leads me to good health or to disease. That's just how it is. It's just a fact. Okay, so that's how I kind of process things. And so sometimes I will eat something that I know is not leading towards health, right? I don't even call it an indulgence anymore. Those terms I don't use because how can you indulge in things that is going to harm you? How is that indulging, right? I mean, I'll indulge in like a body massage. Something that makes me feel really great and is so good for my body, right? I'll indulge in like yoga and meditation. Yeah, I'm not going to be indulging in something that is going to cause my body harm, okay? So to me, that's not an indulgence, all right? But sometimes I am reckless. I do eat something sometimes that, you know, I shouldn't have. And then, for example, I had a pan pizza a couple nights ago. And I don't know if it was because I was having some mangoes of late. So once in a while, you know, I will have fruits that are not on ketogenic. They're more high sugary fruits. So I will have those once in a while. And when I do, I know what's going to happen is I'm going to gain weight. And I'm okay with this fact, knowing that I'm going to gain 2 or 3 pounds because I know how to lose those 2 or 3 pounds in the next 2 days, right? So it doesn't cause me a lot of concern in terms of gaining 2 or 3 pounds or even 5 pounds, because in a week I can lose that. I know how to do it. And I know how to do it healthily, okay? Not any sort of eating disorders or any sort of thing that's harming my body, right? So I had that pizza, and the very next day, the pizza was good. It was really good. It wasn't amazing like it used to be when I used to eat that stuff, but it was good. And so the next day I expected, you know, a couple of pounds. I gained 3 pounds. It was a lot more than I thought I was going to gain. So I gained 3 pounds. And what I did that very next day is I did a 36-hour fast. So, and I'm coming off of that fast actually today, just came off the fast today. So I just did a 36-hour fast to reset my body, and I lost 5 pounds in that 36-hour fast. It was a dry fast, so no liquids consumed. All right? And so these are things that you can do to make sure that you right that wrong. But it's also really great for your body. Fasting is wonderful. So I've been there and I've done things that are not necessarily great for my health, but once in a while, right? And then I can correct it. So back to inflammation. Cabbage reduces inflammation. Okay, so inflammation causes unnecessary pain and discomfort, and it also leads to a host of diseases and other ailments in our bodies. So cabbage has an amino acid called glutamine, and glutamine is a strong anti-inflammatory agent, which helps us with joint pain and arthritis and eases allergies. Okay, so glutamine is fantastic for us. Okay, cabbage is considered one of the top 10 best sources for glutamine. So it really, really does reduce inflammation, all right? Cabbage also improves our brain health. I eat cabbage so much, I must have a very, very healthy brain. And you would actually, if you ate cabbage as much as I do. Okay? So cabbage, particularly this kind, which is purple. Some people say red cabbage or purple cabbage, but it looks purple to me. But that variety of cabbage has powerful brain food. It's like a powerful brain food, okay? It contains vitamin K and the antioxidant, which is called anthocyanin, all right? This boosts your mental function and concentration. So you are sharp and you are focused, okay? Vitamin K is also improves your defense against conditions such as Alzheimer's disease and dementia, which, as we all know, are brain diseases as well, right? So cabbage actually really helps with that. And it is also effective at reducing the plaque that's in our brain, which prevents deterioration and promotes long memory, okay? So it really, really is fantastic for your brain. Cabbage also reduces the risk of heart disease and stroke. Researchers have identified 20 different flavonoids and 15 different polyphenols in cabbage, all of which is antioxidant, okay? These antioxidant nutrients play a critical role in decreasing your risk for several cardiovascular diseases. Cabbage also contains beneficial minerals such as potassium and calcium, which helps regulate blood pressure. It actually helps to lower blood pressure as well, so you should add that to your list, okay? For those reasons listed. It heals ulcers as well. Cabbage has been historically known to heal ulcers due to its anti-inflammatory properties. And studies have found that drinking cabbage juice is very effective at preventing ulcers. Cabbage also clears the skin. Why do you think I have such great skin? But no, seriously. Cabbage clears the skin because it has all these antioxidants. And these antioxidants are really great for your skin health, okay? So free radicals are the underlying cause of wrinkles and skin discoloration and other conditions that are not good for our skin. And cabbage contains a wealth of different antioxidants that can turn around the aging process in your skin. So it literally will help you to look younger and will clear your skin. Okay, so we all love that, right? All right, cabbage also is known as an energy booster. So it actually boosts our energy. Cabbage is high energy boosting vitamin B, and these vitamin Bs include B1 and B2 and B6. And so the next time you feel like a little bit like lethargic, instead of having coffee with all that sugar in it, you should just have some cabbage, have some coleslaw, all right? It's a really great snack, okay? And of course, you know, cabbage is like, I think it's the most versatile thing because you can have it raw, you can steam it, you can saute it, you can stir fry it, you can bake it, you can boil it. I mean, you can ferment it, right? There's just so many amazing benefits of cabbage. A couple of more benefits of cabbage is that it cures hangovers. So if you've had too much to drink, you can boil some cabbage, right? Boil some cabbage and have that cabbage juice for, or eat the cabbage leaves for, to help absorb that alcohol. Okay, so you can either do the raw juice or you can actually boil the leaves. But it's really great to help with hangover as well. And it also helps to ease headaches. So I know folks, from time to time we'll have headaches and we don't want to take any pharmaceutical drugs to deal with that headache, but it's really persistent. One of the things that you can do is to actually make a compress out of the cabbage leaves. All right, so you can crush a few cabbage leaves and make into a paste, and then place the paste in a cloth and put that on your forehead, okay, until it's dry. And you can also try drinking some cabbage juice, but that literally has been known to relieve headaches. Another great way to have cabbage is have it fermented style. So you can have it as sauerkraut, or you can do it as kimchi, right? Now, human beings have over 40 trillion bacteria in our gut. Like literally, like each person. That is a lot of bacteria. And in that microbiome of the gut, we have good bacteria and we have bad bacteria. So the good bacteria actually helps us, right? Heals us. Bad bacteria gives us disease and inflammation and all of that, right? So we want to like grow the good bacteria, and we want to like prevent the bad bacteria from growing. So bad bacteria loves sugar, okay? Bad bacteria loves highly processed foods. That's what it feeds on, and that's what makes us ill. The good bacteria loves to feed on wonderful things that are nutritious for us, like cabbage. And one of the ways to actually help our good bacteria is to ferment the cabbage. So fermented cabbage makes a natural probiotic, and this really nourishes our good gut bacteria. The good bacteria helps our body to fight germs, and it helps us to take in nutrients well, and helps us to digest food, and controls anxiety. So we want to make sure that we also have fermented cabbage. All right. So that being said, with all these fantastic benefits of cabbage, you know we have to make a cabbage dish, right? We absolutely must make a cabbage dish for you. So let's go make a nice cabbage dish. So we're doing a cabbage casserole. All right. So I'm going to just slice the cabbage up. Get 1 head of cabbage is fine. I'm going to use, this is like a third of the purple one. I'm just going to use a bit of that as well because I just want to combine it. But you can use just the green cabbage is fine. And put some olive oil in the dish. Okay, so I already oiled it. A little bit of olive oil. We're going to bake it. Okay, so get your cabbage and let's go. All right, so I'm gonna slice it like so. All right, maybe like a 1/2 inch. So I'm going to put some tomato sauce on it, as well as Italian cheese. So you can use mozzarella cheese, or you can use a combination of Italian cheeses, and then Italian spices. All right. Basil, parsley, that sort of stuff. If you have fresh ingredients, that's awesome. I'm going to use the dry one because I don't have any fresh parsley, but fresh is always better. All right, it's gonna be delicious. Cabbage is cut. We are ready to go. All right, so these are the things I'm adding to the dish. We're gonna do some tomato sauce, marinara sauce, what kind of sauce, whatever sauce you want to do, either pre-done or you can do make the sauce from scratch. It's gonna be quick for me. I'm gonna use Classico. I like Classico because it doesn't have any sugar in it. Okay, it's low carb. Another wonderful tomato sauce is Rouse, R-A-O. That's really great as well because it's also low carb and doesn't have a lot of garbage in it. So you want to make sure that if you're going to use the store-bought tomato sauce, that it doesn't have sugar and all these additional things that you don't need in it. Otherwise, make it from scratch. All right. So I'm going to use this is 6 different types of Italian cheese on this. You can just use mozzarella. It's fine. I made it just with mozzarella. It was amazing. Okay, and then we'll do some of our Italian seasonings as well as some extra basil, Himalayan pink salt, and black pepper, and a little bit of cayenne because, well, I love cayenne. All right, so let's do it. I'm going to put a little bit of the sauce on the bottom first of our dish here. We'll lay the cabbage. Cabbage looks good. I'm gonna mix it up some with the purple. All right, and I'm gonna add some of the spices to it before I layer it with a little bit of basil I'm adding. It smells so good. I just love basil. I really do. Italian spices. I'm actually gonna add a little bit of Mrs. Dash. It smells really great. Black pepper. Some Himalayan pink salt. A little bit of cayenne. If you have Scotch bonnet, you can add that, or any type of pepper that you like. And then I'm gonna do some more of the sauce actually, and then a little bit of cheese on top. Excellent. Excellent. And now we're going to do some of the cheese. All right, so we're going to layer it with a second set. All right, so here we go. We're gonna add the second set of cabbage. The oven is already on. I've already put it on 375. So it's ready. I'm trying to actually mix with green cabbage, purple cabbage with Italian seasoning, pasta sauce, no sugar pasta sauce, spices, and 6 cheeses that are Italian. 45 minutes. All right, so cover it with foil. Put it in the oven and we'll see you in a bit to see what it looks like and taste it. All right?
Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana. Hey-oh, hey-oh. Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana. Hey-oh.
Yummy cabbage casserole. Can't wait to dig in. So here we are. Cabbage casserole. Let's dig in. Okay, first I'm going to try the red or purple leaf cabbage. Smells really yummy. Mmm. Mmm. So delicious. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I love it. I love it. You absolutely must make this, okay? Make this yummy cabbage casserole, and the Italian seasonings and everything, it definitely reminds me of lasagna. Really, really delicious. Really delicious, except it's healthy. Absolutely yummy. So, so delicious. Have this with some protein. So I'm actually going to make some yummy scallops with this in coconut milk and curry, but you can also do this with a nice salmon as well, or any other fish as well. Will be a wonderful protein to add. So cheers to healthy living.
Mr. Tallyman.